Over here on this side of the countertop, I have containers, crock pot, Instant Pot, electric skillet. We're going to be using all that today. Just thought of an ingredient I might not have enough of. Daggone it. We'll find out. Okay, we have some tomatoes, some cherry tomatoes from the garden. I've had these in here for a while now, and I really need to get them into the freezer. There is a fly in here. That thing has been driving me nuts for a week. Oh my goodness, this might be his last day in this house. We'll see. We just have a few jalapenos left. There's probably more out there to pick, which I'm probably going to do before I even get started. It looks like it could possibly rain. We'll see. I don't know. We have some chicken thighs. This is the 4-pound bag of chicken thighs. I'm going to prep those up for John. The ground beef, there is just over 18 pounds of ground beef here. That's all getting prepped up today. I actually was putting away the Costco stuff in the freezer, and I realized I still have a bag of chicken leg quarters. I might as well cook those while I'm at it cooking these. That's a 10-pound bag. I'm going to prep those up too. And if John doesn't want all of them right now, like for the upcoming week, they can get put into back into the freezer once they're cooked, and then it'll be even easier. So I also got the 5 dozen eggs. We're not cooking all 5 dozen. I still have some in the fridge that I'm going to use first, but we are going to do up some boiled eggs. We're going to do some deviled eggs. Yes. I really want some deviled eggs, and I've really been wanting some boiled eggs on a salad. So we're going to make those up today too. Okay, we're going to head outside real quick. Winston, it's me, just going out. Goodness sakes. He hears those bells on that front door and he's like, who's here? Okay, so we have this random tomato plant here, and it's got some red tomatoes on it. I'm sure the ones out back do too. So we're just gonna pop off whatever we've got here. There's one down there on the ground that's shrivelly looking, but that's okay. All right, yeah, that tomato plant was supposed to be flower seeds, but obviously, as you can see, it isn't. That is not a flower. Those are tomatoes. Those are some pretty dead flowers right there. But hey, heat, not enough water. Heat and neglect. That's what happens. And out back here, we have more tomato plants. They are looking so sad, but it's been hot and dry here, and I haven't been getting out and watering as often as I should. There's a different variety of cherry tomato down here. They're a little bit bigger, and then all these. So I am going to get through here and pick whatever's ready. And back here we have these pepper plants that I didn't plant these. These came up as volunteers from last year. We definitely have some more jalapenos on there to pick too. So here are 3 of the larger sized tomatoes in comparison to the smaller ones. So we got tomatoes, we got some jalapenos today. So yeah, and it's just starting to sprinkle. That's been all we've been getting is sprinkles. Like, look at my grass. My grass is like terrible. But that's what happens, I guess. So, okay, let's go do some food prep. The first thing that I'm gonna do is get some of this ground beef into the crock pot and get it going, because that's gonna take a little while to cook. I would usually put in a cooking bag in here, like one of those plastic crock pot liners, but I'm not going to do that this time, because I found that when I cook a really big batch of it, it's harder to stir up that way without poking a hole in the bag anyway. So, you know, I might as well just not bother to use one. It's easier for me just to get in there, and I can go crazy if I want to with that meat chopper, you know? So, oh goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna get a whole pack in there and see how much of a second pack I can fit in while I'm at it. These are so messy. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is kind of in my way, but that's okay. We don't have a lot of room here, but we make it work. We make it work. Once John and I are empty nesters, we'll probably be like, this house is too big for us. I can't imagine ever saying that. My house really isn't that big. I don't know what the square footage is to tell you, but it is 5 bedrooms. So there's that. It's also 1 bathroom. So there's that. Oh, I keep telling John, You know, I really need my own bathroom just for me. Shouldn't have to share my bathroom with my 5 guys. All right, I'm just gonna start shoving. I'm gonna pack this all in there. So that's gonna be like 12 pounds of ground beef in this crock pot. I'm really gonna pack it in there. It's gonna be hard to stir, so I'm not getting another crock pot out though. So this is what we're working with. Let me use my knuckle and turn it on and just get it going. Okay, hands are washed. I do have my yuck towel. This is just the towel that I use to wipe whatever I want to on instead of using paper towels, and it just goes into the laundry. I have it there all the time, and it goes into the laundry every day. I have a whole bunch of them. Okay, we've got Lysol wipes too. So I do use the Lysol wipes, but my trusty yuck towel helps me save on paper towels. So, but the Lysol wipes are so nice though. That way you don't feel like there's like a bunch of bacteria growing all over your countertop, you know, while you're trying to do stuff. And plus, if the cats jump up here while I'm gone or whatever, I can go ahead and wipe down with a Lysol wipe, and it makes me feel so much better to do that. I do have to get some of this stuff out of my way though, so I can at least move. This package of ground beef for right now is going to go into the fridge to hang out for however long it needs to. Okay, the meal prep containers, they can go hang out on the kitchen table for now. And this chicken is frozen solid because I didn't realize I still had that big bag in my freezer. So, what time we got here? Oh, okay. I thought I heard the front door. I guess, oh, did I? I was just gonna say, I guess if the front door would have opened, Winston would have let me know. But
Well, I'm surprised you didn't bark.
yeah, I know. He barked when I went outside.
You barked at me yesterday when I walked out of the bathroom.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That happened the day before. Yeah. I walked out of the door. I'm like, really? He just stand there and looking right at me, barking.
This is a giant frozen clump. I'm gonna go run cold water over this thing for a minute. I already scrubbed the sink out once, but now I've got chicken soaking in the water. Let's give this a spray. I'm gonna go ahead and put these chicken thighs in here. We'll see if it's like usual. Usually the 4-pound bags have 7 pieces in them, and the 10-pound bag of the leg quarters usually have 7 of those too. So we'll see. We'll see if it's the same. That gives you an idea how many you have. Okay, get these in there. They're still a little bit frozen, but not too bad. Little skin slippage going on here. I always cut the extra stuff off. Oh, shut up, Josh.
Who removed Harry Potter from the family?
What?
Said who removed Harry Potter from the family?
Oh, Harry Potter. The thermometer slipped over Harry Potter. I have pictures of family members on the side of my fridge on magnets, and there's also a picture of Harry Potter over there. So they always say, I guess Harry Potter's a part of the family. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 of them this time. So, but a couple of them are kind of small. But okay, so there you go. 4 pounds of chicken thighs in there. What? Say it again, Josh. You gotta say it on. He's gotta say it on camera.
So I put Cousin Harry right next to Grandma and Grandpa Brett's.
Cousin Harry. Oh gosh. I guess I might as well get the other ground beef going, because that chicken's over there soaking in the sink. I'm just trying to thaw it out enough to be able to break it apart so I can just parboil it for a few minutes. Then I can just get it in the oven and bake it with the rest of it. So, yep, we're just going to get this ground beef in here. And this ground beef is going to be Sloppy Joe's. So, we'll have that. They can have some of that if they want it tonight, or we'll Well, at least half of it's probably gonna go in the freezer, and then I'll see if they want it tonight. Otherwise, I'll just put it all in the freezer. I'm sure somebody's gonna want it tonight. And this brings me to the one ingredient that I'm not sure I have enough of, and that's ketchup, because my sloppy joes are made with ketchup. So, yeah, I don't know. And the ground beef this time, I usually make it into taco meat. I may have even said I'm prepping up taco meat. I don't know. But I'm actually just going to do ground beef with salt and pepper on it this time. And the biggest reason that I'm doing that is because I don't feel like messing around. I make my own taco seasoning, and I don't feel like messing with it today. So we'll just make it into taco meat. If we want taco meat for tacos or taco salads, we can get it out of the freezer and throw some taco seasoning in it then. So it's really not a big deal. Just the fact that it's already cooked and ready to use is what I want, because that is such a big help. Such a big help. When I come home from work, everybody's hungry, and I can just throw together a thing of goulash or chili or spaghetti or tacos, taco salads, whatever, taco bowls, and feed the family and get them eaten pretty quick. And that means I don't have to slave over a stove, right, to cook taco meat. Where did I put my thingy? Here it is. To cook up the ground beef, I mean. I don't have to mess around and do that. It's already cooked. Some stuck in there. I love this meat chopper, but the meat gets stuck in it. So, okay. So I'm going to cover this, I think, and let it go for a few. I have my sticky note right here. I usually just put it on an index card, but I put it on a sticky note this time for whatever reason. Meal prep Saturday. I wrote this, I don't know, a couple days or so ago. Costco early. Taco meat, chicken thighs, boiled eggs for salad, and deviled tomatoes to the freezer. And we'll add to that the chicken leg quarters too, since I found those in the freezer. I didn't realize they were in there. I could easily get the eggs boiling right now, get the Instant Pot going with the eggs, but I'm doing the 5-5-5 method, so 5 minutes cooking in the Instant Pot on the high pressure, and then 5 minutes natural release, and then you manual release it for the rest, and then 5 minutes in an ice bath, which I do in my sink. I can't do that when there's a bunch of chickens swimming around in there right now. And you know what? I already got it all sanitized and cleaned up good so that I could do my eggs. And now I'm going to have to do it over again. Oh well, such is life. All right, I guess while I'm waiting on this stuff to cook, I guess I could get some of those tomatoes into the freezer. I was planning on... My Alexa's playing music right now. By itself, it does that. It's doing it quiet. It usually turns itself up first, like full blast. Which song is that? Oh my gosh. What time is it actually? My clocks are all wrong. John's going to be home any minute, any second. And it just started, and there's a story there. There's a story. I don't know. Who's playing it? Is that the Mickey song, or is that the Friday Night Lights song? I can't remember. It's either the Mickey song from Rocky, one of the Rocky movies, or it's the Friday Night Lights song. I think it's the Mickey song. So that's the song that John requested to have play at his dad's funeral, and it never played. They never played it. And a couple days later, it played on the Alexa without any... It didn't announce it. Nobody asked it to play. It just randomly played. Just like that. I have goosebumps everywhere right now. There's a lot more to that story than just that, but that's the very first song that it ever played by itself. And this is the song that played when Mickey died in one of the Rocky movies. You know what I just thought of? Just 3 days ago was 6 years since his dad passed. November will be 5 years since my dad passed. I can't believe it's been that long. Man, even if it's not them, it just kind of gets you, you know? Chokes you up. Every time. And by the way, it's just ending. Another one will probably play. It usually plays 3. And it's usually about a dad. I don't know what this song is. He's not home yet. He should have been here about 5 minutes ago. And when he gets home, I'm gonna ask him if he drove through the cemetery. I'll let you hear what he says. A lot of times when this plays, it's because he's there. I'm not kidding. While I'm waiting for him to get here, I'm gonna go ahead and give this another chop. I got it cooking kind of low because when he gets home, we're gonna have our coffee, so. I'm not sure if this song's allowed on YouTube, so the audio might sound a little weird because I'll be doing the background removal. We'll see. I'm gonna do a little salt and pepper in here. Probably gonna have to drain off a little bit of the liquid, but the Costco ground beef usually doesn't have much, so it's pretty lean. Pretty good stuff. I could see a little bit down here in the corner, but not much. Is he coming in? No, that was Josh. I'm just waiting for John to get home. He's playing songs.
Huh?
She's playing songs again.
Oh.
There's usually a third one. No?
Heard that in a while.
Not today? Yeah. Yeah, there it goes. There it goes.
I don't know if this one will work or not. I found it on the ground.
Oh, you brought me some receipts?
Yeah.
All right, you brought me a parking lot receipt and a couple Dollar General receipts?
Yeah. The guy in front of me in line left his hanging off the receipt.
Yeah.
So I just grabbed mine and ate it. But yeah, that one was sitting on the ground right by where I parked, so
There we go.
it didn't look dirty or stamped all over or anything, so
What song is this? I know it.
I know it.
I'm trying to think of the name of it.
Yeah, I don't know the name off the top of my head.
Burning Heart by Survivor. That's what it is. Somebody coming in? No, he's still not here, so. So I called John. He didn't go to the cemetery, but that was the plan for today. He said he was going to go there. So there's that, I guess. Then I told him the song's played, and I'll tell you where he is. He's at Costco. He went to Costco. He's on his way home now, but that's where he went. And the reason he went is because this morning I did go to Costco and got some things, and I had the guys come out and help me carry it in. And when I did, they're like, "You didn't get pizza? Where's the pizza?" Well, I told him that earlier. He went and got them pizza. So all this food cooking, and he's bringing home pizza for these guys. Oh my gosh, doesn't matter how old they are, they're still spoiled. I was able to get this pried apart enough to get it into the pan, so we're gonna get it parboiled and get the sink cleaned out again. We can also get the eggs going. So I'm trying to get myself situated. So I always do the tap, tap, tap on the eggs first, on the big end of the egg. I've shown this before, but I'll show it again really quick. You just tap it till you hear it snap. There it went. Sometimes it takes several taps, and you just let the spoon do the work. Sometimes it snaps right away. But I'm not sure how many I'm gonna do. Let me see how many I've got in here. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 in there. So I'm gonna do all 15 of these for sure. We'll see if I do any more, I'm not sure. Okay, I just set the Instant Pot, if you heard that beepy sound. The Instant Pot is set for 5 minutes. So it'll have to get up to pressure first, and then the countdown will begin. So I put 3 more in. So we're doing 18 eggs today altogether. And let's see, I have my, how many does that hold? 2, 4, 6, 8 to 16. So I've got enough for 32 deviled eggs. I don't know if I'll do any more boiled eggs or not. I don't know. Just depends. I'm not sure what it depends on, but it just depends. Oh my goodness. All right. There we go. Get the other eggs into the, because I had 5 dozen eggs in this container. So there's another tray just like this sitting over there on the other side of the counter. So I'll get those put into the spare fridge, and these will go right into the kitchen fridge. So this is pretty much done, I think. I'm just gonna try and scoot it over as best I can before I do any more meat chopping on it, so I can get the liquid out. So it has more liquid than I expected, but that's all right.
You got any more Referral double A's? This is the last pair that was in there.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I usually get those at Costco too. Of course, I just went to Costco today. That's all right. I'll put it on my list.
Tell the other, whatever that other kind is.
He wouldn't have probably wanted to mess around with going through the checkouts, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. They have the pizza in a separate place.
Yeah, the pizza's at the food court, so. There's a lot of liquid, and I should have just poured some of this off.
Do you have to have a Costco membership to go in and just buy some pizza?
No.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool, man.
Okay. This is gonna take a lot of paper towels. I definitely should have just lined a bowl with foil, because I'm gonna need it for this crock pot at some point anyway. Oh well. Live and learn, don't ya? Yes. It never ends. Always learning. As long as you're living, you're learning. I think I'm gonna go ahead before I continue the chopping. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do some more salt and pepper. Just a little bit of salt. And a decent amount of pepper. That's a lot of ground beef. So I just went to grab the Worcestershire sauce to put some in this ground beef, because I always put Worcestershire sauce in. We don't have any. I have ketchup. I crush up crackers and put in it. I have 2 partials somehow. A full one, and I have this full one that the lady I worked for cleaned out her pantry and stuff. She gave me this one, so yeah. And the guys told me, I think I do like regular ketchup better than this after all, so I don't know. Will we switch back? I probably will. This is the 50% ketchup, the 50% less sugar, less sodium. I don't know. Oh well. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about that right this minute. No Worcestershire sauce, so I'm just gonna do, I think I'm gonna put in some chili powder. Put in some chili powder, and yeah, that stinks. I thought about getting Worcestershire sauce at Costco today, and I didn't. Doggone it. I thought, no, that'll be all right till next time. Well, we're just gonna have to do without it till next time, I guess. Or I could get some at Walmart. I think I'm good with the meat chopper. I'm going to do a little bit more chili powder though. Okay, that'll be good. And I can't decide if I want to get this mixed up. I don't know. John's going to be home any second. We're going to have coffee. All right. I guess I'll just put the lid on, get the crackers crushed up. If he's not home yet, I'll just mix it together. So since there's 6 pounds of ground beef, I don't know. I'm going to do all 4 of these things of crackers. I want to get any of that packaging in there. Yeah, I just put them in a Ziploc and crush them up. Crush them up pretty fine, but they don't have to look like dust either, you know? Oh, forgot one. Oh, doggone it. Getting started by hand. John's home. I heard the bells on the door. I'm surprised Winston didn't bark. Did you go to the cemetery at all? Did you really?
No.
Oh.
What?
I was just wondering. Where's the pizza? Oh. We'll send somebody out for it. Okay, there you go. I thought I was done with this. What was I thinking? I got a whole crock pot full of ground beef, like 12 pounds of it. I'm not done. Okay. I'm just gonna throw this together real quick. And then we're gonna sit down and have coffee and chit chat. Me and John are. Or maybe Chase, he sits with us sometimes too.
She said all the girls want pizza. You didn't say the line.
Whoa.
One. One. What's the pizza? One. One bite. One bite.
One bite, everyone knows the rules. I don't want to eat half the pizza.
See? You're not that much of a pizza review guy, huh? You're not much of a pizza review guy. Kind of entertaining, but not really much of a pizza review guy because no one really likes one kind.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch him if I want to find out what pizza is good. But I'll watch him if he doesn't want to use it and I feel like laughing.
All right, got this whole thing plus the 2 partials in there. We'll see how that works out. I got some brown sugar. I am gonna do brown sugar this time. I don't measure. I add it till I think it's probably about right, and then I just taste it when it's done and see if it needs anything else. So, okay, let me rinse my hand. I already know we're gonna need more ketchup.
Get it bigger.
What?
Pretty bleak.
All right, my timer's going off here. That means the eggs are ready for a manual release in their ice bath. Alright, this is messy.
That's what she said.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, that was a wildly good system with this.
We got some ketchup in the fridge too, and we need it.
How is that possible?
Now I'm racing the Instant Pot. I might have to go to Dollar General and get more ketchup. Oh my goodness. There's a big uncrushed piece of cracker. I'm just gonna throw it away. Oh, my thing just went down the Instant Pot.
That's what she said.
It's ready. Would you knock it off with "that's what she said" stuff? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I can't possibly edit it out every time they say that. It's just how it is around here. Let's just keep it real.
I saw the thing you sent me with Sam and Dean.
For the most part. The thing with Sam and Dean.
He said that's what she said. He's like, how did you like your wife's nude scene? And Sam was like, I loved it.
I gotta cut this part out. Hang on. I know what he's gonna say.
He's like, I loved it.
Yep, Sam and Dean. Who knows who Sam and Dean is? Tell me in the comments below if you know who Sam and Dean is. John says there were rockers back in the 60s. That's Jan and Dean, and that's not who I'm talking about. Okay, that might be okay. I don't know. I'm gonna taste it. All right, I'm gonna give it a taste and see.
Adam was the third brother. Come on.
It's perfect. Okay. I gotta clean the sink out. Still haven't done that. I just rinsed it. The eggs are ready for their ice bath. Okay. Tray of ice in there. Lots of steam. Watch out. Ooh, those are stanky. All right, they usually look, some of them look kind of funky sometimes because they break and, yeah, maybe not. Got some cracks in there, but not too bad. All right. And you just let them sit in the ice bath for another 5 minutes. Hey Siri, set a timer for 5 minutes. Honestly, I'm getting sick of washing my hands, so I put on a glove because I need to move those a little bit so these will fit in too. Because I don't want to use 2 pans.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get your license.
We're going to make this work, you guys. Somehow, some way. Oh, dropped it into the stove top. Oh, doggone it. Okay. We're going to stand these up like this. I don't want it to hang over the edge though and run down into my oven. Yeah, whatever. Those are still stuck together. Okay. That's fine right there, just like that. I'm gonna use this butter garlic seasoning that I got from Aldi. And it's gonna make a mess inside of my stove top there. Whatever, I'm gonna have to clean it anyway. I just kind of gave it a quick wipe down before I started cooking. And then after food prep is done, it always needs a nice thorough cleaning, so it'll be fine.
You ever forget to wear your watch?
Do I ever forget to wear my watch? Yeah, sometimes. And the 5-minute ice bath is done.
That's a present.
My gosh, I just should have took the lid off and dumped it on. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna throw this in the oven. Get inside the pan, please. Everybody in. Okay, I have to wash my hands anyway. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the oven for about 40 minutes. And then I'll check on it and see what it's looking like. The eggs have been in their ice bath for 5 minutes. They're good to go, ready to peel. I am not going to fool with them right now because it's time to have coffee. And I'm ready for a break. So it's coffee time. We had our coffee and chit chat. So I got some little stem pieces here. I got these cut in half. And this is the bag that I already had started in there. Doesn't have many in it, but I'll put these in with those. I didn't cut the really little ones in half, but that's fine. That'll be all right. Okay, got a full bag. Stick those in the freezer, and then I'll just leave the rest of them out for John to put on salads or whatever. Okay, next I gotta get these eggs peeled so we can get those going. Oh, I didn't pull my trash can over here. I'll grab it. They peel so easy like this when you cook them like this and do the tap, tap, tap thing on them. Look at that, it just pops right out of there. I have a paper towel laying here that I just set them on. Alright, I'm not going to make you watch me peel all these eggs. So I'll get this done and decide how many I want to make into deviled eggs. And I'll be back. I have the eggs all ready to get filled and made into deviled eggs. Gosh, I couldn't find my words. The ground beef over here is bubbling so much that I had to put a paper towel on here because it was dripping right out the edge. So I took the lid off until I can get to it. I'm going to use this bowl to help me drain off some of that grease. Okay, I'm going to get to putting these in here because these need to get into the fridge. Of course, I have the paprika out because That'll make them fancy, right? This is a little bit on the runny side this time, I think, but that's okay. It's still gonna taste good. We'll just eat them with a fork. Did you hear that, honey?
No, what?
You might have to eat the deviled eggs with a fork. The filling's a little on the runny side. I mixed it too much, I think. But it's still gonna taste good. That's gonna run right out of there. We'll see what it looks like once it chills, but it's pretty runny. Okay, they're all filled with their filling. Ooh, that was a lot. And we're gonna fancy them up with some paprika. And I did just go ahead and make them all into deviled eggs. So I think that'll be fine with John. I'm not sure. Is it, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, he loves deviled eggs. So do I. And we may, like I said, have to eat them with a fork, but they'll still taste good. I'm not being very fancy with this paprika, am I? But that's okay too. And these ones on the plate, they'll get eaten here very shortly. I know I'm gonna have a couple of them. Now I have to try and figure this out because there's a lot in there. I'm not gonna be able to just dive right in with this scoop. So I will set it aside for a minute. We're gonna start out with a spoon. Something a little smaller. Yeah. It is clumped up. It needs a round with the meat chopper. It's looking like a giant meatloaf right now. So if you want to know what it looks like, if you just leave it in there like that, it does look kind of like a meatloaf. But I didn't want to chop it up too much right now, knowing that I'm going to have to take it out of there so I can get some of that liquid out. The smarter thing would have been to use 2 crock pots. I managed to get it all out of there, and we have a pretty good sized bowl of juice, grease, drippings, whatever you want to call it, over there. Let's see if I can get it back in without dropping it everywhere. It is some hot stuff. Yes, it is. Honey, I even think this is hot.
That's hot.
It is hot. Okay. Before I put the rest of it in, I'm going to get in there with that meat chopper real quick. And I really wish I had some Worcestershire sauce, but I do not, so that's the way it goes. The rest of this is getting chopped up in this bowl and added. And I gotta tell you, I'm getting real sick of using this meat chopper. I'm getting real sick of it. Here we go. Look at this. Can you even see that very well? All the chicken. Let me take you off of there. Okay. Here's all the chicken, nice and done. John actually took that out of the oven for me while I was peeling the eggs. It was in for 1 hour altogether before it was all the way done. And we also have, between this and the crock pot, I'm not going to turn this back on at all. It's a little bit pink here and there, but it's fine. It's fine. It can go in the freezer. I'm going to call it done. So I just need to get it packaged up. Let's see, this was 10 pounds plus this was 14 pounds of chicken. We've got about 12 pounds, maybe just a teeny tiny bit more, 12 pounds of ground beef cooked up for the freezer. And in here we have 6 pounds of sloppy joes prepped up. And we also have 2 of these containers of deviled eggs. The other one's still in the fridge. I've covered it with saran wrap really good because I only have 1 lid. So 2 of these plus 4 extras that I ate 3 of them and John ate 1. And some tomatoes to put in the freezer. Cherry tomatoes. Those look really nice too. Okay, so I think it was a pretty successful food prep. And over here we have the nasty pan in here. We have a pretty good sized bowl. That's probably 4 cups worth of like a broth in there. So I'm actually considering putting a little bit of that back in, if I'm being honest, because it's looking pretty dry over there. But we'll see. We'll see. I might add some of it to the containers before I put them in the freezer. And that's going to be everything for today. So I really appreciate you hanging out with me while I do my food prep. Let's see what time it is now. I don't remember what time it was when I started. It was before 3. It's 7:05 p.m. So I made it into the evening. So yeah, we got lots of stuff to put away right now. And then I'm going to have some cleanup to do. I'll show you what it all looks like all packaged up. Here's all the meat all packaged up. We have 2 packages of 4 chicken thighs, and they have the garlic buttery seasoning on them. We've got 8 packs right here. There was actually 8 of the chicken leg quarters in that package this time. So we've got 8. I did package them individually because that way John can just grab them out of the freezer and eat it for dinner or take it for his lunch or whatever he wants to do. He can just grab one out and go. So there's 8 of them in here. I think they look really good, by the way. So chicken leg Q. That's what I wrote on the bag. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. But there's 8 of those, 2 bags of the thighs. We've got 5 containers of sloppy joe, and we have 9 containers of the ground beef all ready for the freezer. And I went and organized a little bit and made room in the freezer for all of it. So I'm kind of proud of myself for doing that. Yeah, and we are about to get that dishwasher started, and this stuff is already hand washed and ready to go, and I'm ready to be done for the day. So there you go. And then that is going to be it. So thanks so much for watching and hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next one.